CCTV Lon Rashapi daga Frank Motors Kajaka dekali ga bathamai jong Tata Motors halat ko ni Shillong ringkat bakanet foodish ordal mapi nginwan ramani hakir dobyeng jongpi
Kum Shibanta Banirap yaki Nongri Jingri hapok jilla naki Khatatli district jok jilla Meghalaya Tnat Animal Husbandry and Veterinary ha kasngi balang jok arpsantrik benai jemang arajar arpuar kala IT deki Masi Shohdoh bat ki Masi Khem ha kajingnya lang kablalong ha Indo-Danish Project Cattle Farm kabadan ha Oposhilong ya kini ki Masi la IT da Menteri Rang Baka Jilla o Konrad Kongkel Sangma ublalong kum kongsan ha ringkat kajing sakhilang jok Menteri Tnat Community and Rural Development uba Hamlet Shohdoh ling bat kiwe ha kini kasngi Menteri Rang Bak ula samru ikisirnot ISO sha kashlem samdot kablatep kerteng kum kashlong Milk Union ha kabala sakhilang do chairman Jong Tnat Farmers Empowerment Commission UKN Kumar nangta uskatri Jong Tnat Animal Husbandry and Veterinary UC Manjunatha bat kiwe
Livestock rearing is an integral part of rural household in our state. Almost every household they rear one or other animals like pigs, cattle, poultry, and mostly the rural women in our state they are involved in this livestock farming. With a small investment, the livestock farming can give higher and faster economic returns. The state government in the past 4 years has made several interventions to transform rural economy through promoting livestock sector. The department has launched artificial insemination under the central government program called Rashtriya Gokul Mission to upgrade the cattle population and also to increase the cattle population for increasing milk production as well as meat production. To substitute import of large number of the cattle for the meat, the department is focusing on artificial insemination using semen straws of imported indigenous breeds like Ongol, Tarpaka, Red Sindhi and exotic breeds like HF and Jersey.
Milk and meat self-sufficiency for our state is still a distant dream. We have begun a few initiatives, but still we have a long way to go. Admittedly, we are importing both milk and meat into our state, and that is something which we have to work against. And the work has started. But speaking about milk, first let me mention about milk, what all has happened. The state requires 22 crore liters of milk every year. You may be aware that there is a national institution called the NIN, that is National Institute of Nutrition, which is based out of Hyderabad. That institution has calculated that every human being must consume at least 220 grams of milk every day. However, the current availability of milk in our state is just 88 grams. That means simple common sense tells us that we have to make 3 times more milk available to our state if we have to meet just the basic minimum requirement of milk consumption in our state. Please mark these figures. 220 grams are required, but we are making only 80 grams, 85 grams available to the people of our state. So there is a huge deficiency. Now, we are producing currently only 8.7 crore liters, whereas we require 22 crore liters. Now you can understand exactly what the difference is all about. So this 14 crore liters gap which we have to produce that 14 crore liters, we will require at least another 50,000 milch cows in our state. And currently what we have only 35,000 milch cows, which are whatever milk that is produced in our state is currently produced by only these 35,000 cows only. Whereas we require an additional 50,000 cows if we want to produce that required 14 crore liters of milk. And that means we have to take it to 85,000 cows to become self-sufficient, whereas we have only 35,000 cows. That is one point. After then, what happened? What has been the government's response for this? We have launched the milk mission, you are aware. And thanks to this milk mission, despite the setbacks of COVID, for 2 years we could not just function. Even then, through the Meghalaya milk mission, we have inducted 1,000 cows into our state.
Kendai ka way ni project kemenirap hamtam nam taju pi ki paiba Nongrep hamtam pi ki beri jengri. Mapi ki Nongrep ki beri jengri penomla ti banyang tandala jong kakam ka bae kakam ka bakhya. Gidan bok sibun. Gidan ki officer jungi ki trestom kunra ki project ba pair ki jing la jimantoy ki sati ba pair nagadao pi dei hop ban sim ka bui ki kram ka long ka jing mantoy nam ta ka jong pi but nges Khem ka jing dawai ka dot ka bajur ka jing dawai ka dot ka dei ka bajur henry la ma pi pa de ki Nongrep ki bari jiri pi mon cha kamat pi meter lang mono ban ta pi ki ba khoi ka dei ka challenge jungi balai ki na kam so iki mar ki pada bar la na bar ki la biang but spices ngi balai ni ngam la yang nga kru kam ka kru jam kede ka kam ka bran borong ka kam ka bakra ka kam ka bakerpang ma pi pitrestom tang pi bit biang yang joga yang sem hari pi bit biang ru nam ta ke mang selang bak juru nam ta ke jinu kam jong sti bro ka we bat nga kemen scam baling ba ka program ka nai ka jimun to sibun nam ta jupi ki berhani kapor bagi Nongrep habislah bilahi bro ka we. But sir, before I take the seat, I just like to remind you one thing, that before in the previous government, there is an attempt to part away 2 acres of land to the Indian Air Force. Veterinary department has a huge land, beautiful land, but at that time, there is an idea to hand over 2 acres of land to Indian Air Force. Locally, the people of Muslim constituency, at the time also I was involved as the political leader, the people of the constituency and the Rang Bashnong of Parslong, they have stood firmly to protest against the idea of the government to hand over 2 acres of land to the veterinary. Sir, even up to now also, because there is a lot of space, because we are very close to the Indian Air Force, one day they might come to you also, or if they ask for a CM, please say no. Because I will be the one who will oppose the idea of giving away the land to the Indian Air Force. But instead, sir, I have also discussed with the Deputy Chief Ministers of the state, President Song at the time, veterinary in charge, Air and veterinary, that it is better for the department to come up with the veterinary hospital in this area. This will really help the farmers and the people of the state, especially people of my constituency. So sir, if you are kind enough, I hope, because I think the proposal has been made, just find your good resources and kindly allot the proposal so that we will get the veterinary hospital in the state, so that directly or indirectly will benefit the people of the state and especially my constituency.
As you are aware, that this government has always kept farmers as one of the top priorities for the state. And there are 2 reasons for it. Number one, that they make up 70% plus of the population of our state. So therefore, whatever we do for the farmers affects the majority population of our state. The second reason why we have been given top priority to the farmers is because we strongly feel that it has not been done in the past. And while I say that, I'm not trying to compare the work of previous governments or our government, but I'm simply trying to bring a light on the aspect of how farmers have been struggling in our state for many, many years. And we realize that it's not very big things that we have to do. It's not that we have to invest thousands and thousands of crores to make a difference. We realize that even small steps can make a huge difference in the farmers' lives. If key issues can be addressed, if key problems can be resolved, then we are able to make an exponential growth in the farmer's income. Friends, all of you know that we have set a target by the state government to become the top 10 states in the next 10 years. And the only way we can do that, and the only way we can achieve to be in the top 10 per capita GSDP, is to ensure that the income of every individual goes up. And hence, the farmer community is very, very important for us. Now, while we say that, and while we try to do this, there are very simple things that we need to realize. Now, to increase the farmer's income, it's not that we have to increase the production only. Because there's a limit to which the production can go up, and there's a limit to which how fast we can do it. Therefore, we need to find innovative ways in which, even though the production may not double, but even with 10, 15, 20% increase in the production, the price at which the farmer gets the different sells his products should go up. And hence, we need to introduce new technology. Hence, we need to introduce new varieties. We need to introduce new breeds. We need to do value addition. We need to do food processing. And that is the only way that in a short time, without necessarily going for double production, we are yet able to double the income of the farmers. We need to also realize that it's not just one activity that the farmer does. So the farmer may be growing ginger, but what stops him or her from also doing a piggery mission or doing a mission in milk or any of the animal husbandry missions that we have? So what I'm trying to tell you is, the government of Meghalaya in the last 4 years and 4 months, we have been trying to reinvent the entire process of ensuring that different technologies, different, as I said, varieties, new breeds, and technology can be used to increase the income of the farmers. That is what this government has been doing. And today, what we are here for, of course, they have given a very fancy name to this, is transformation of rural economy through livestock intervention. It's not a new project. It's something that we have been doing. But we are going to do it better now. We're going to make sure that we improve on what we're doing. And I must, at this point in time, congratulate the doctors, the principal secretary, director, and all the officials of the Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Department, the passion with which you have been working, the focus that you have had, the desire in your heart to help the farmers is the reason why we are moving forward in the right direction. The government can give a direction to you. The minister can show you where we want to reach. But until unless each one who is involved in it does not play their role, we will not succeed. Mr. K. Kumar has given you the financial impact of what this all means to us. Milk and beef combined together, the people of Meghalaya consume approximately 1,100 crores worth of beef and milk every year. That is the market price. And sadly, 50%, that means over 600 crores of this money goes out to other farmers in other states. So our calculation is very simple. That if we can provide the necessary technology and support and breed and increase the productivity, add value to the products, then this 600 crores which goes to farmers outside the state will go to the people sitting here in this pandal. That is what we want to achieve. And it's not a task that we can't achieve. We can do it. And we are doing it. And we will continue to do it. So therefore, this opportunity is not just in the beef and the milk sector, it's in all the sectors. Be it poultry, piggery, fish, goatery. In all the sectors, we are looking at a huge financial outflow, which anyway our people consume the meat. And we have to bring the meat from outside and pay the money to the farmers from outside the state. And hence, this different kind of mission mode programs that we are having. Now, where is the problem that we are facing and why I am standing here in front of you, I want to share. Is that today this Ongol bull and the artificial insemination that we need to do is something that can only happen with the cooperation of the farmers. We can distribute some bulls and some calves out here today, but that is not going to help us achieve the goal. The only way to achieve the goal is to be able to go in a large scale basis. And for it to happen large scale, we need the cooperation of the farmers and the public as a whole. Therefore, we realized that while we need to do this artificial insemination, we realized that apart from certain concerns that farmers may have, which I'm sure the doctors and the officials and the veterinary department officials will clarify to the people, we also realized that there are financial implications of doing this. And hence a suggestion came that if 500 rupees can be given to every farmer who does or allows the AI to take place, then that would at least compensate for the financial loss that the individual may have for that particular day. So this proposal has come to me, and I don't see any reason why we should say no to this. So I'm happy to tell you that whatever financial incentive that the department proposes, in order to make sure that this project succeeds, we and I as the Chief Minister will be happy to support all of you in terms of the financial support required for the AI project to succeed, which is to give incentive to the farmers. Second, I have also realized and I've been told that we have over 200 varieties of nondescript cattle, which means these are all our own cattle from the state of Meghalaya, but it's very difficult to describe their genetic links and hereditary links and all the other aspects that would be able to give them a description of what kind of actual variety they are. So therefore they call them nondescript cattle. So there are about 200 different types of nondescript cattle, which then needs to be studied and needs to be figured out how we could then ultimately lead to higher production in these nondescript cattle also. And therefore there was a proposal that we have different farms all across the state, and in Upper Shillong, in Kridamkulai, in Rongkon, and one in Saitsama. And there was a proposal that if the Saitsama cattle farm can be then converted or established into a center for the nondescript breed improvement farm, then we would be able to take this varieties or the nondescript cattle and in a scientific manner move forward so that we are able to get the best results.
Once again, degree number 3, West Khasi Hills, Sri Chesterwell Kharbani, pedigree number 4, West Jaintia Hills, Sri Bit Samati, pedigree number 6, West Garo Hills, Sri Silnang B Sangma, pedigree number 15, and North Garo Hills, Sri Lakston R Marat, pedigree number 8. Next, and finally, Southwest Khasi Hills, Sri Justin Thongni, pedigree number 11.
Look, this.